Have you ever felt like you were doing everything right, eating better, moving more, but your blood sugar still goes up for no reason? It's frustrating, isn't it? Especially when you avoid sweets and still feel that heavy crash after a simple meal. Many people with diabetes go through this every single day and start to wonder, what am I doing wrong? Well, sometimes the secret isn't in what you remove, it's in what you add to your meals. That's why today I want to show you 2 vegetables that have been helping diabetics all over the world. They're not exotic or expensive. In fact, they might already be sitting in your fridge, but very few people know the power they have to regulate blood sugar levels. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive tomorrow's video. Have you ever woken up with that sticky, heavy feeling in your legs, like your body didn't rest at all? You may have gone to bed early, skipped sugar, and still, your energy feels drained by 10 a.m. For many seniors living with diabetes, this isn't laziness, it's the body struggling to process glucose the right way. And that's where something as simple as okra can come in. Yes, that slimy vegetable many of us used to eat in stews or soups without giving it much thought. Turns out, it's one of the best natural allies for blood sugar balance. Okra contains a special kind of gel-like fiber that slows down how sugar is absorbed in your gut. Think of it like a soft cushion inside your body, gently regulating the sugar instead of letting it rush into your bloodstream. It's like putting a filter in your water, only this time, it's for your blood sugar. One study from the Journal of Pharmacy and Bioallied Sciences showed that diabetic patients who consumed okra daily had significantly lower fasting glucose. And this wasn't after months. The effect started within weeks. That's the kind of change you can feel, especially in your joints and energy levels. Have you noticed your hands shaking when you're holding your coffee cup? Sometimes it's not the nerves or age. It's unstable sugar levels causing those little tremors. Okra can help with that too, by keeping your levels more steady throughout the day. Some people even soak raw okra in water overnight and drink that water in the morning. It's an old folk remedy in parts of Asia and Africa, and now science is catching up to confirm its benefits. Have you ever tried okra water? Tell me in the comments. Just write okra if you have, or if you're curious to try. What I love about okra is that it's cheap, easy to find, and doesn't need anything fancy. Just slice it into your soup or stir-fry it gently. The effect comes from the inside out. Many people say they feel less foggy and more alert after just a few days of regular use. It's not a magic pill, but it helps your body do what it's supposed to: regulate and recharge. I've heard seniors say they've gone from feeling sluggish and heavy to waking up lighter and more focused. And that change? It's priceless, especially when you don't have to rely only on medication to feel better. Some even report fewer sugar crashes in the afternoon. You know that moment around 3 p.m. when your body feels like shutting down, like your eyes can't focus, your muscles feel weak, and you want to nap but can't. That's often a result of quick sugar spikes followed by sharp drops. But with the fiber and compounds in okra, those highs and lows smooth out. And with more balance, you get more freedom to enjoy your day without the fear of sudden fatigue. If you're someone who gets dizzy when standing up too fast, this might help too. Okra doesn't just manage blood sugar. It helps with hydration and circulation. That means more oxygen reaching your brain and muscles throughout the day. And when your body works with you, not against you, you start feeling more confident again. Less fear of falling, more peace in simply moving through your day. That's the kind of support every person over 60 deserves, and nature already provides it. And don't worry about the taste. If you're not a fan of the texture, try grilling it with olive oil and a pinch of salt. It gets crispy and delicious. You can even blend it into a soup where it disappears, but its benefits remain. The goal isn't to turn your life upside down. It's to make small shifts that bring real change. And okra might just be the first step toward that lighter, clearer feeling so many of us are missing. Let's keep going, because the next vegetable is just as powerful and even greener. And speaking of green, have you ever noticed how just looking at a fresh bunch of kale feels like looking at health itself? Couve, or kale as some call it, has that deep green color that seems to whisper nutrition just by sitting on your plate. But what many people don't know is how powerful kale can be for regulating blood sugar, especially for people over 60. It's not just a leafy green for trendy smoothies. It's a quiet warrior for your metabolism and your energy. And for seniors dealing with diabetes, that kind of warrior is exactly what the body needs every single day. Especially when digestion slows down, energy dips, and nothing seems to bring that inner balance anymore. Kale is packed with something called alpha-lipoic acid, a natural compound that helps your body use insulin better. Think of insulin as a key, and alpha-lipoic acid is the oil that helps that key turn smoothly in the lock. When that lock and key mechanism flows, your cells finally receive the sugar they need to give you energy. And that means fewer sugar highs and lows, less confusion in the mind and less fatigue in the body. Everything starts to work more gently, without so many abrupt shifts, and you start feeling steadier all around. Even walking becomes easier, when your body's chemistry is more in tune with itself. Have you ever had one of those days where your body felt heavy, but your thoughts were even heavier? Like trying to remember a name, a number, or what you were about to say, but it just slips away. That mental fog doesn't always come from age. It often comes from your blood sugar spiking and crashing, and that's where Couve works behind the scenes, cleaning things up and slowing that sugar down gently. It feeds your cells with fiber, iron and antioxidants, while keeping your mind more alert and awake. Some people even say they feel more present and less overwhelmed after adding it to their routine. There's a reason why kale has been used in traditional diets for centuries. It wasn't just about taste. In places like Brazil, Portugal, and parts of Europe, Couve has always been known as food that strengthens. It protects not just the body, but also helps people feel grounded, more stable in their routine and mood. And when you're living with diabetes, that grounding makes a big difference in how your whole day unfolds, especially when your body finally stops feeling like a roller coaster of sudden drops and tired peaks. Balance starts on your plate, and Couve is one of the easiest tools to build that kind of balance daily. Now, I know a lot of people say kale is too bitter or too rough to chew, especially as we get older, but the secret is in how you prepare it. Steam it lightly or saute it with garlic and olive oil. That brings out the flavor without making it hard to digest, and it keeps all the good nutrients intact. Some even blend it into soups or mix it with eggs for breakfast. The taste disappears, but the benefits stay. And every time you eat it, you're sending your body the message, I'm taking care of you today. That message starts showing up in your skin, your eyes, your sleep, in ways that truly surprise. I've heard from older folks who used to crash every afternoon, feeling like they hit a wall after lunch. Then they started adding Couve into small meals. Nothing drastic, just a few leaves sautéed or blended. And within days they noticed they weren't falling asleep mid-conversation or losing focus by 3 p.m. That's the kind of impact steady nutrients have. It's not flashy, but it's powerful and real. Because sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about giving your body the right kind of help. And kale does that quietly and consistently, with every bite you give it. It also helps your blood vessels relax. And yes, that means lower pressure and better heart health too. For those who deal with high blood pressure alongside diabetes, kale becomes even more valuable. Magnesium, potassium, fiber, they all work together in Couve to support smoother circulation. And with better blood flow, your brain receives more oxygen. Your feet stay warmer and your thoughts clear up. Everything is connected, and when your vessels relax, your whole body relaxes too. You sleep better, move better, and even breathe a little easier without that pressure weighing you down. Another thing I love about kale is how it supports your gut, especially for those who feel constipated often. Its fiber isn't just about blood sugar. It also feeds the good bacteria in your intestines. And when your gut is happy, your immune system improves and your mood lifts naturally. It's amazing how something so simple can influence not just your digestion, but your mindset and emotions. Many seniors report feeling lighter, both physically and emotionally, after a few days of regular intake. And I believe it, because when your body is clean inside, you feel more free to enjoy life outside. Have you ever tried kale in different ways? Or is it one of those veggies you've avoided until now? Write Couve in the comments if you already use it, or if you plan to give it a try after hearing this. It's a small gesture, but it helps build a community of people who are learning and healing together. You'd be surprised how much a single comment can encourage someone else who's on the same journey. And that's the beauty of these natural foods. They bring people together across ages and experiences. Speaking of natural foods, there's one more vegetable that's light, refreshing, and full of hidden benefits. Now let's talk about something light, crunchy, and often underestimated: the cucumber. You've probably sliced it into a salad without thinking twice, or added it to water on hot days. But did you know this refreshing vegetable can actually help regulate blood sugar levels in a gentle, natural way? It may look like mostly water, and it is, but that water carries compounds your body desperately needs, especially for seniors with diabetes, where hydration and circulation are often overlooked but deeply important. And believe me, when your body is properly hydrated from the inside, everything else starts flowing better too. Many people don't realize that dehydration raises blood sugar. When you're not getting enough water, your glucose becomes more concentrated in your bloodstream. That's why some diabetics wake up with high readings, even after sleeping all night. Your body was quietly drying out, and cucumber helps reverse that with every bite you take. It's like drinking a glass of water that's also delivering fiber, potassium, and natural anti-inflammatory agents. It cools you from the inside out, and your body thanks you for it, especially your kidneys and skin. Have you ever had days where your ankles swell up by the afternoon? Or your hands feel stiff and puffy? That's often a mix of poor circulation, excess sugar, and water retention, all things cucumber can help reduce. It acts as a natural diuretic, but in a way that doesn't dehydrate you. It gently guides excess water out. And with that, your blood pressure may lower, your legs may feel lighter, and your stomach less bloated. It's a small shift, but it brings real physical relief, especially for seniors who feel heavy after every meal. Sometimes it's not what you stop eating, but what you start adding that makes all the difference. Some people even blend cucumber with a squeeze of lemon and drink it first thing in the morning. It's a habit borrowed from traditional Indian medicine, used to refresh the liver and stabilize morning glucose. Others chop it into sticks and snack on it between meals to avoid processed snacks that spike sugar levels. The crunch helps you feel satisfied, and your sugar stays more stable through the day. Have you ever tried cucumber water or eaten it plain as a snack? Write pepino in the comments. It's a word more people need to learn, and a habit that can bring surprising benefits over time. It's also worth mentioning how gentle cucumber is on the stomach. For seniors who struggle with reflux, indigestion, or slow digestion, it brings comfort without causing irritation. You can eat it raw, in salads, mixed with yogurt, or even marinated in vinegar and herbs for flavor. It's one of those rare foods that feels like medicine, but tastes like something from your childhood garden. I remember my grandmother slicing cucumber and rubbing it with salt to make it less bitter, and it worked. That memory alone brings comfort and shows how traditional wisdom still helps us today. If you live in a warm area or deal with hot flashes or sudden sweats, cucumber can become your best friend. It cools your inner temperature and helps reduce stress on your adrenal glands. And stress, as we know, is one of the biggest silent triggers for high blood sugar. Just calming the body, even slightly, can lead to more stable readings and fewer surprises. Your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens, and your body shifts from defense mode to healing mode. All that from a few slices of cucumber. Imagine that. Another hidden gift of cucumber is its silica content, a mineral that supports joint health and skin elasticity. As we age, our joints become stiffer and our skin more fragile, especially with diabetes in the picture. Cucumber helps hydrate those tissues from within, making movements feel smoother and more comfortable. Okay, it's not a miracle, but it's a helper, and sometimes that's all our body is asking for. A little support, a little gentleness, something that doesn't fight the body but works with it. That's what cucumber offers, quietly, bite after bite. I've heard seniors say they started eating more cucumber just to clean up their diet, but within a week they noticed something deeper. Fewer sugar crashes, less bloating, more calm. It wasn't dramatic like a drug. It was subtle, like a whisper that something good was finally happening inside. And that kind of slow, quiet healing is often the most lasting, because it's not forced. It flows naturally, and your body remembers what wellness feels like. And once it remembers, it wants to stay there. Cucumber is also incredibly affordable, which makes it an easy addition even on a tight budget. No fancy recipes, no supplements, just clean, whole, hydrating food your body understands. For those who say eating healthy is too expensive, cucumber proves otherwise. You can grow it in your yard or buy it at any market and still feel like you're giving your body a gift. And in a world full of pills and powders, that kind of simplicity is refreshing. Real food, real results, one bite at a time. Even if you're not a fan of the texture, try it grated into salads or mix it with carrots for a fresh crunch. There are dozens of ways to enjoy it without getting bored. Just keep it part of your routine, because the more consistent you are, the more stable your body becomes in return. And if all of this makes sense to you, if you've been feeling that your body needs gentle, natural support, then you're going to love what I've prepared for you next. I'm leaving a video right here on the screen that shows how to build the perfect meal for someone living with diabetes. It includes one food combination that helps stabilize blood sugar for hours, even after just one meal. Most people have never heard of this trick, not even those who've had diabetes for years. Have you ever felt tired right after eating, even when it was healthy? Then this next video is for you. Click and watch it now before the day gets busy and you forget, because this is the kind of tip that changes your routine completely. Just one simple shift at lunch or dinner can bring more energy, clearer thinking, and better sleep. Don't wait to discover it later when you could start feeling better today. Your next step is right here on the screen. Don't miss it. Click and watch now. See you there.